Assalamu alaikum. I wanted to come on here and talk about the state of the world, and it's very apparent what's happening in the world, in Gaza, the genocide. So, so the topic I just wanted to talk about is that Instagram, just how there is that like ability to see other Muslims, but the greed is just too much. The the greed is too. It's just so apparent. It's like, how dare you? Like, how dare you not stand on your own 2 feet for justice? Like, are you able to answer? Like, who is your Rabb? Who is like your messenger? Who is your, like, what's your religion? And you're not gonna say money? Are you gonna say money? Are you gonna see fame? What are you gonna say? We all should be ashamed of ourselves. Even on a local level, there is people that can't go anywhere. So I'm not trying to talk about Canada, like, and just go from Gaza to talk about Canada or US. But those medical bills, those, and all your, like, you're looking around and people do go out, there's, like, people are just like, oh, shiny this, shiny that. And it's like dominoes. Sorry, this is like dominoes. One weak person, one weak Muslim makes another weak Muslim, makes another weak Muslim. Social media for you. It's like the ummah is one body. If one part is hurting, then the other part hurts for that part. If all these influencers, I'm sorry, all would have been done when I got like a slight pain, then we'll go straight to the doctors. Where's your advocacy for your, like, you advocate for the body part that is hurting, you advocate for yourself to get to a better position. So I'm gonna just stop with talking about like my anger piece. I mean, obviously I think we all know I don't need to, it's whatever. Like, I'm not going to go into sins of myself and say something I shouldn't say, but I will talk about the predecessors. I will talk about the history. Sorry, I cannot handle, sorry. Oof. So I'm going to talk about the predecessors because they're worthy to talk about. Aisha, when she was fasting, may Allah be pleased with her, she was fasting. I'm not a scholar, so like I'm just really casually paraphrasing it. But when she was fasting, a man or a woman had come to her asking if they had any food, and she remembered that she had a goat and she gave it away. But basically, she gave away that piece of meat even though she was fasting, and she gave it away. And see, with Hajra, we do Hajj, and she didn't have time to have her own emotions, sit with it, and just, like, oh, I'm not gonna do it, or, there's so many people, like, so many examples of the past. And honestly, my greatest takeaways is that they were not calculative, they were not stingy, they were not like, oh, if I do this, this is gonna happen. Like, what the heck? Like, they were just doing it. Like, this. They will handle the consequences later, but they surrendered to. They had a standard for themselves. They were level-headed. They, like, blessed, Allah, like, subhanallah. But they trekked. Subhanallah. They just got, like, they understood life. They understood death. They understood clear as day. SubhanAllah, we have that clarity in our books. We have that clarity in the Quran. We have clarity, but why are we acting like we don't even, like, what? There are steps to change globally. There are things that we need to do. If we're like making dua to Allah, we better have right hijab. Also, Allah will like that's between you and Allah, like answering your duas. But there's a hijab component. What you do with your time. There's so many different aspects to getting change to happen. The prancing here, prancing there, nice this, ooh this, like it's an end game. Like it's just like it's in the zone, you know, like there's let's not lie, the switch on Instagram, it's like you see the reality of the world and subhanAllah it's been revealed to us. But then you keep scrolling and then another girl flaunting. Like the hijabis, you know, that culture. Sorry, but this is just honesty. Then you'll have like a meme funny, like I purposely like I feel guilty, but like the memes is to connect for brotherhood and sisterhood, and I'm hoping that we can it builds onto something. Um, it everything has intention and is precisely done to advance something. Like that's everything is calculated. Why can't we be not stingy, calculative for our finances, calculative for our status in this world, but calculative in the deeds that we do to eventually have a bigger goal, like of bigger, larger community or forms of Sadhya Jariya. Just thinking a bigger picture and tackling it for the sake of Allah purely, not a business endeavor. Oh, this is for the sake of Allah. This is like a business, like when funds are just I don't know. Everything is just being unraveled. So I will go now. I just wanted to open the. I don't know. It was best. Assalamu alaikum.